So I wanted to show you guys how much I usually don't try anymore. This is where I'm wearing to go to a vintage shop down the street. My flip-flops with the socks, some shorts. This particular thrift store, it's from a church and they're only open, I believe, is from 9 to 1. And it seems like there's a lot of people and it's very small, but let me see if I can turn it around so you guys can. So it's over there and we're gonna check it out and see what happens. So wish me luck. This is all the stuff that I ended up getting from there. Rachel ended up getting a full bag of clothing, and because they have clothing, belts, and shoes, a full bag for $3. And she found clothing and belts and only one shirt didn't fit her. But isn't that amazing? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the bags were mine. So and all together, I think all together, and I purchased a lot of items, was like 65.50, and they only accept cash. So but it was just in love with the people, in love with every volunteer. It was just amazing. So now I'm going to look at this. Look at Toro, my sleepy puppy. And this is all the items I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit after I have my coffee, what I ended up getting. So I am procrastinating. I have so much that I ended up purchasing yesterday on my thrifting adventure, and I found many vintage pieces and I'm so excited to show you. I am just exhausted at the moment, so I'm watching Laura Caldwell. Every time I watch her, I am just in love with her personality, with everything she finds. I learn about so many different artists because of her. And she has the type of life that I would love to have, where you can just travel the world, travel the US to find all kinds of distinguished and, pieces. And she learns about the meanings behind it, how they came about, on all of that, and she shares her knowledge. So I tend to like absolutely love that about her. And as soon as I'm like I'm gonna watch about another 15 minutes and then I'm going to film and show you guys absolutely everything I have. I think she would be proud if she would see my goodies. I know for a fact of a few pieces. And now, because I watch her so much, I am very intentional when I go shopping, and I pretty much look at the resale value. I look at how much joy it brings me. So there's certain things that I do look for. Yesterday I found some really good glass vases that I know the resale value would have been better. There was one that were selling for $10 and you could sell it for like 60, and I almost purchased it, and then I said to myself, you know what, you already have enough. You're not reselling at this particular moment. But going to those places was a huge eye-opener to know where to go and what to find. And after all, it's a learning experience. But right now, I'm going to watch her some more. I do want to, by the way, thank you for being patient with me. I have not been, regularly posting, but it's just, I needed the break. So, I'll be back soon. So pretty much this was my vintage haul that I will be going and kind of showing you guys and how much I paid. I also was personally surprised because I ended up getting this really nice sheet, comforter type, and it was only $3, and I feel very like boho vibes from it. So I am very happy. It was only $3. I cannot believe it. And I'm going to wash it and just make sure that, you know, that I use it. I pretty much took all their paper and bags. But it was just really a really good haul. I ended up getting a different pair um of curtains. So I have these curtains which are very boho style, and let me show you the other ones in the bathroom. By the way, I also got this cute little chair, this high chair, baby high chair. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? It's going to be a plant stand. It was $20. Yeah, $20 for this high chair, and obviously it has imperfections. It's very old, and I just didn't like it, and I'm keeping it in the office right now until I end up figuring out which would be the perfect plant for this, because I am just in love with this little chair, and that is probably where I spend the most money on that particular one. But let me show you the curtains. So my restroom currently has, I ended up changing the shower curtain. It has Monstera, and it's just super cute. I ended up getting it at Amazon. If I'm able to, I'll link it below. And then from thrifting, I ended up getting, and I'm sorry about the lighting, but I ended up getting these beautiful curtains. I was struggling with the right size for the curtains because of how, you know, the length of the window and whatnot and the trim. So this ended up being perfect. I believe it was $3 each, and it's much cheaper than everything I was looking at, because I was definitely looking for other ones that were at least $20 to $30 a panel, and at $3 a panel, $6 for the set, I cannot complain. So I'm finally gonna finish this video. I have so much to show you guys, and I have been doing my homework in regards to what everything is worth. So I do have some of the pieces that I was able to find, you know, other vendors and what they're worth. So I will add those photos next to the items that I'll show you guys now. But I ended up going to just two places this past Saturday. Today's Monday. I just finished work. It's cloudy out, so we're just gonna kind of do the best we can. And I have a table full of stuff, and lighting is horrible. So I have artificial lighting, so my apologies for that. But let's just start with the small things. So this is a Hawaiian vase, and from what I gather, is just beautiful. I ended up seeing it and I thought, you know what, this definitely matches my decor style. It was only 25 cents, and it definitely was worth more online. So I feel like I definitely came out winning on this one. I also found this, you know, this glass. It's kind of like on a bark type of look. I thought that it was beautiful. It was only marked at 50 cents at the vintage store, at the thrift store. And I thought, why not? Like, I don't know what I'll put in it, to be honest with you. And I don't know if I will sell it because I do want to start, selling some of my vintage items. I believe that most of the stuff that I ended up getting today, I love so much that I'm probably going to keep. But yeah, so I thought that this was a good deal. It's real glass and it was only 50 cents. And I did find that one online, so I'll post a picture of it. This little bell, honestly, I think they just gave it to me for free. And it does have, I want to check to see who made it because it does have like little kid like coming, there. They have other stuff that I left behind and I'm gonna go Saturday morning to go get it because it's one of those things that you leave behind and you think, let me give myself 24 hours to think about it. And then I thought about it and I want them. But yeah, this little bell, I believe they just gave it to me for free because I purchased so many items. So I thought that was cute. I also found this set to add oil and vinegar, and I'm so in love with it. Phil and I do have a lot of Italian dishes, and having oil and vinegar on the table for those particular dishes is gonna be ideal. So I'm gonna wash them really good. I'm going to purchase like a new topper for each one because I thought about doing a DIY with the IKEA with the IKEA cup holders, and I thought about cutting it and doing it myself, but I feel like if I don't decide on doing that, I might just buy the correct size from Amazon.com, and then that way I can just have it tomorrow and just start using it. But I thought that this was adorable. I did find how much people are selling them for, but so far what I have shown you, I'm gonna keep. So they had this 4-piece set, and I believe they gave it to me for $1. And Phil and I do tend to use wooden spoons. We don't like, to avoid damaging our pots and pans. We decide to use wood, and we just generally love it and try to steer away from plastic anyway, so that's good. So yeah, 25 cents. Like, I don't even know how much a set like this costs. I know they're not very pricey, but I thought that it was like a great deal. And that was like, that store was usually like $5 or less for everything. And I ended up even getting jewelry. One moment, let me see if I can have Toro go outside because he's like playing right now. I got Toro out with his dad. So I ended up seeing this and I love the look. It's new. I ended up looking it up online. Come to find out that this thermos is from IKEA. And someone was selling it for like $40. Well, I ended up getting it at the thrift store for only $2. And I thought this was like so cool, especially because we have so many get-togethers and it's been cold outside. So if I decide to do hot chocolate or anything like that and to take it outside for everyone to have, like, it's just perfect. So I'm so happy about this find and the fact that it was only $2. So what do you guys think? Do you guys have any of this? Because I know that many of you watching are IKEA lovers. I know I am. And I thought that this was a good deal. $2 for it? No kidding. I also found this pillow that I honestly feel like they ended up gifting to me. It doesn't match with absolutely anything that I have. The thrift store is from a church and all the funds go to a good cause. So I just kind of went there with my daughter Rachel and I said to her, just get anything you want. Everything's priced so right and I just want to help them. And I came home with the desire of decluttering as much as possible to go donate it. They're only open Saturdays, so I'm gonna go back on Saturday and donate tons of items, mostly clothing, because they also had a great deal. They would give people full bags for with they could add clothing, they could add shoes and belts and everything, the whole bag, as much as you could put in it. $3 a bag, not per item. And I thought that that was very beautiful. And when I was there was a homeless gentleman that came in, and he asked how much a box of food was, and they told him absolutely free. And he was also purchasing a bunch of items, and they just told him $3. He's a regular, and I just noticed how much everyone just loved helping. And you know, when you meet someone and you know when they have a good heart, well, that place was filled with people with an amazing heart, and it just, I honestly want to just go and support them on a weekly basis. And obviously, I cannot keep everything, so I might just sell some items since everything's such a great deal. But it's just, you know, very close to my home. They only accept cash, so I had to send my daughter Rachel to go to the ATM, and she misheard my pin, and she was so upset, calling me like, you gave me the wrong pin. And it was like she heard it wrong. But I don't know, it just fills me with joy, the fact that I'm able to grab beautiful items, mostly vintage, mostly, and so affordable, you know. And then it's for a good cause, so it just kind of fills my heart. Like, I'd rather spend money helping than, you know, going out and purchasing, or I don't know, I just don't like wasting money. And when I do, I rather for it to be for a good cause. So they gifted me this, and I think it's cute. And I know that eventually I'll either have something to match or I can gift it. But I thought it was like a really good little pillow. Then, oh, I also ended up getting some really awesome jewelry. Then I found this beautiful candle holder. It was only $2. If I would have had the pair online, I want to say that this was like $40 online. I'm not quite sure. But look how beautiful the detail, and it's like very soft, very like gentle colors with a little bird. I just honestly, I'm so in love with this piece, and I am a candle person, so I thought that that was like beautiful. I just kept putting things on in the counter, and the ladies were like kind of like laughing because I just kept saying, you know what, you can just start bringing me, but I'm gonna keep bringing things. And it was just beautiful. And I ended up finding, because I am, you know, I am a plant lady, I found two planters, and they were 50 cents each, brand spanking new, with drainage holes. And this is the kind of, you know, planters that I like because they're bigger size. I have bigger plants at this point, and I just thought it was beautiful. So two for $1, like, that's a no-brainer. That was like a really, really good deal. So, you know, who would pass this? I know I'm not going to. Let's see. I'm running out of space, and I'm trying my best to like show you guys as much as possible. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you guys ever shopped at West Elm, but I tend to sometimes, depending on what decor piece I need, sometimes I do go to their website. And I ended up finding this particular vase from West Elm. So it's not obviously a vintage piece. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. As soon as I saw it, I was like grabbing it. And this only cost me $3. And this is usually, when it's not on sale, this is a $44 vase. And I believe they have it on sale right now for like $15 plus shipping. And I thought that this for $3 I wasn't gonna pass it. And oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And it's a good size. It's bigger than my head. So that was good. Let me see. I'm running out of spaces to put stuff, so I'm gonna be going all over the place. Then I found this trinket box for only $1.50, and it's so beautiful, and it's kind of like having those soft tones of that candle holder. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna have them together like if it was a set, where I'll have here maybe some little tea lights inside, and then I'll have, you know, a big candle here. So it would be, I think it would be so flipping cool because it would match. It would definitely match with the colors. What do you guys think? I honestly, I'm in love with it, and I'm, you know, obviously keeping it. I told Phil, I'm like, I'm selling it all. Like, this was a good deal. I'm selling it all, but no, I'm not. I'm finding a place for it. The first thing I ended up finding from there was this blanket. And this blanket, as soon as I saw that it was a $3 ticket and it has that beautiful pattern that I can use for my boho decor, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sold. And I right away, that's the first thing I saw outside. And then I asked the person at the front desk, I said, do you guys accept cards? And when they said no, I sent Rachel over to go get cash. But this is what started it all, the blanket. Okay, so I had to move some things over because everything, like I had my full table, like my table full of items. So I made them a bit closer to me to make it a little easier for myself. So I found this. And these are, you know, newer, of course. And brand new, they're $7.99, and they sold them to me for $1. And they have their planters, they have drainage holes, and look how beautiful. So I thought this was a good deal. It would match my decor because I love plants. I'm a huge plant mom. If you're brand new, I have hundreds of plants indoors, and I ended up finding 3 of them. So I took all 3. They're in excellent condition, and I just thought, you know what, it looks like it would definitely go with my decor. So I took those. Very, very happy about finding all those 3. Then I found this, which I'm not sure what the fudge this is. It says it was made in England. So they have, is this little cups that have the little top. The tops are oversized for them. And it was 50 cents each. I'm not sure. I ended up getting the pair. I haven't been able to find exactly what they're for. This most similar thing I found was a diffuser. If you know what these little cups are for and how old they are, maybe they're new, I'm not sure, but I thought that for $1 to have the set, I thought that it was like a really good deal, so I took them both. $1, well, 50 cents each. And then I do like doing some Christmassy stuff here and there. So I did find some Christmas items, and I'll show you shortly. And I also found this beautiful piece. If you want to add some beautiful aroma to your home, all you have to do is add a little candle inside, and then you can either have some, you know, little drops of essential oil with some water, or you can do the little candle version. But I just thought that it was so hilarious because it has the little ears and then the little eyes and the mouth. Isn't that adorable? Like, I flipping love it so much. It was 50 cents. Like, you cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. And you can tell that it's like a beautiful pattern on the back. Look how beautiful that is. So I'm definitely keeping this, and just I'm looking forward to actually doing a house tour so that you guys can see all my trinkets and all the stuff that I end up finding at Goodwill's, because and Goodwill's, thrift stores, vintage stores, antique stores, because my house is a mix of old and new, and I love how it's turning out. You know, I'm not good at like decorating like other people that I look up to on videos. I have mentioned before that I'm really big on watching Drew from Long Fox and Alexandra Gator, amongst others. So, but this is super cute. Let me show you the rest. When it comes to the Christmas stuff that I found, which I'm really bummed because it shipped, but I found this plate, and this plate, I found it online. It's not very pricey. I believe that the items that I found are 17 and up, but it's beautiful. I believe that on the way home it ended up getting shipped. So, but I do like adding a few things during Christmas time to my home to make it more festive. So this is going to be beautiful, and I'll place it somewhere where everyone can see it because I think it's a beautiful pattern and I'm just in love with it. So I also found the biggest candle holders that I believe are going to be amazing for Christmas. So I ended up getting the set. It does have some imperfections, but the set was $2 for the set, and then it came with the little candles. I don't know if you can hear the dogs outside, but they're going bunkers. So I think this is gonna be amazing to add this to my decor during Christmas. Phil didn't like it. He's like, "You're selling that, right?" I'm like, "I can't because it has some imperfections." And so I'm keeping it. He doesn't know that yet, but yeah, I'm keeping it. I also found a set of 4. Oh my gosh. So they're dirty. I haven't washed anything. So I found these beautiful glasses. They're ice cream, for ice cream. I tend to have ice cream a lot. As many of you know, I have a sweet tooth. So the frosted glass is gorgeous. I did find other ones. They are apparently they're vintage, if I remember correctly, and they're a beautiful pattern. I believe the full set, I don't know, runs about $20 to $30, but I only ended up getting it the full set of 4 for $4. So I ended up bringing it home, and I'm so excited because this doesn't hold that much ice cream. So it's gonna help me have less and be healthier. So that's gonna be good. Then I found this 2. I'm all about candles. So I found these 2 candle holders. The set was for $2. This is a newer, this is actual glass, and it is newer. They're not like antique or anything like that. I believe this is probably one of the items that I found to be the cheapest of all the items that I found when I was researching online, but I think it's going to be beautiful. So I do have other items like this around the house. So I'm doing a mix of ceramic and glass for my candles and things. And I feel like it does look really good. I'm gonna show you guys a little clip of what I mean. But it's definitely something that I do love at the mix and match. I also found this particular one, and they had different versions to hold the long candles, and this one was $1, and it's true glass as well. So, and it's really heavy, so I thought, you know what, this is gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna keep it, and it just needs a good cleanup. Then probably the coolest thing that I found in that particular store was this. It's a lighter. It's a vintage lighter. And I just, as soon as I saw it, and it's really heavy. So as soon as I saw it, I ended up like falling in love. Let me see if this has an actual year. But it does not have a year. I just thought that this was so different and unique. It is an item that I did find online, and I believe online it costs 60 and above from what I noticed and from what I looked at. I am not gonna be getting rid of it. When I find something that it's very difficult to find and that it's so beautiful and heavy and you can tell that it's actually a good piece, I do keep them. And I do have a really cool collection of items that I absolutely love. And this is gonna definitely add to my collection, but I would love to know your thoughts in regards to this particular piece. But it's so beautiful and unique and different, and I'm just really happy that I ended up finding it because it was in a box that many people were not looking at, and it was hidden amongst other items of clothing. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I grabbed it. And last but not least, this is probably Phil's favorite piece, but this is what I found. This is a vintage vase, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's a little heavy. It does seem like it has, we ended up looking because there's something inside, and so we had to like flip it around and go with a flashlight to see. And there's something crystallized inside. So I thought that that was like really interesting. And I did find two other vendors that sell it. It's really random because I think one, it's half the price of the other, or maybe less. I don't know. I believe one was selling it for like $60 and the other one for $200. But those were the only two vendors that I found with something as similar as this. And I just love this piece. I cannot wait to see where I put it because I want this to be a piece that everyone sees when they walk into my home. I just love it so much, and I was really happy to hear Phil that out of everything he right away picked it up and he's like, I love this. So then I ended up getting some jewelry there too, which I thought that that was really good. I ended up getting this particular bracelet, which is a vintage bracelet, and it's truly, it is silver. It is silver, and then it has some gold, and it was so beautiful. It's heavy, and this item was only $2. And the way that it ends up becoming a little bracelet is through a magnet, and I thought that this was really cool. So I am all about finding interesting jewelry, and I'm really like wanting, I want to wear it. I want to wear it, but at the same time I'm so afraid because I don't know if, I just don't want to lose it because you saw how it opened up right there. So I just don't know. I don't know if I want to use it because I don't want to lose it. So, but it's beautiful, and I'm just, I'm keeping it. But see, it just opens too easy. So that kind of makes me worry. I wonder if I have to clip it or something. I don't think so. But I see, it's like, yes, it clips together, but when it comes to like pulling it, I don't know. See, it just kind of comes apart. So I'm not gonna, no, I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna have it. Maybe I'll figure out a way where it can kind of display without losing it. Then Rachel ended up finding a different one. This one was $2, and it was a bracelet, and she ended up loving it. So we ended up getting that too. Ugh. But this one, I just think it's, I don't know, I think it's just a regular bracelet. They sold it as an oversized bracelet. But it's super cute, and I'm glad that she ended up getting it. Yeah. So I don't know. I love it, and I'm glad that I'm really happy that I get to go shopping with my daughter and that she loves vintage items, because that's the way she grew up, with me going to vintage stores and just kind of seeing what they had available. And so she does have a passion for it. I did find a really cool piece of jewelry. This is a set. So there's the fashion earrings, which are the clip-ons with the turquoise color. I love it so much. I do have, like, it's gonna match my ring. And then I found the necklace with it. So I think this is gonna be a really cool piece. The way that it opens, I thought that it was really interesting, because you have to, like, kind of like unhook it. I don't know. I really love it so much. So this is a piece that I'm gonna clean and I'm gonna use. And I thought that it was super cool and interesting. So yeah. And this, I believe this cost me maybe $4 for this set. I'm not sure. Yeah, but maybe it cost me $4 for this set, and I'm like happy. And you can tell that it's like wicked old, especially when the when the earrings are clip-ons. But and then I just have, I believe, 2 more pieces of jewelry, and then I'm gonna be done with that particular vendor. Let's see. So this is a really cool piece that I found that reminded me of a YouTuber that I love watching. Her name is Laura Caldwell, and she is usually purchasing things at Goodwill's for resale. And I love watching her because I have a similar taste as she does for the vintage items that she finds. But she found something like this, and she had a lot of history on it. So I definitely want to look this up, but I thought that this was a really interesting, unique piece. And I ended up getting this for, I believe it was $4 or $5. And I just think it's beautiful. What do you guys think? This is gorgeous. And I ended up getting this earrings to kind of sort of match. It's not gonna match, I know that, but this became like a set. So this was like a set. Then as I was there, I found this particular one, which, oh my gosh, I think this is so cute. And it was only $1, this necklace. And I thought that I had seen, I don't know, I thought that I had seen something. Let me see. Let me get my magnifier, because my magnifying glass, because I am blind apparently. So I just finally was able to look at what this says, and it says 120 12 12K. So I believe that means that it's a 12 karat necklace, and it's a vintage necklace. So I ended up getting a gold vintage necklace for $1. Oh my gosh, how lucky was I? Oh my gosh, like, I cannot believe it. It's such a beautiful necklace. What do you guys think? $1 for this beautiful piece. And that's exactly what it says, because I ended up like grabbing my phone with the flashlight to see what in the world it says. And that's what it says. It says 1/20 and then 12K. What does that even mean? And then last but not least, from that vendor, this, which is similar. I wonder if this one's gold too. I doubt it. Let me see. I don't believe this one is. I don't know. but I ended up finding this one. I believe this one, they sold it to me for $5. And you can tell that it's very old. And in the back, it has some letters. One of the letters is the letter R, which is, let me see, are you able to see it? R, and then something here. I don't know what exactly, but I can't see if it has anything that says like gold or not. All I know is that for something that looks this old, and to maintain the color the way that it has, I just don't know. I'm gonna look really, really good to see if I find anything that could remotely say something else to me. But what I honestly, when I ended up getting it, I just thought it was like really cool piece. I want to start wearing things that are a little bit more interesting. So I think this is gonna be really cool and it's gonna meet that. And for $5 at a vintage place, I just think it was really cool. So yeah, I probably got some really cool pieces. And for $5, I cannot beat it. And then they were so cute, they put it here. So that was really nice. I'm honestly so looking forward to going back. And then, so that was pretty much the haul from that particular vendor. I'm gonna show you guys now the other vendor. I'm not like the best. I don't think I'm the best at finding like cool, good old jewelry, but this was truly like a really good find when it comes to all the pieces that I found. Do you have like any thoughts on anything I found? Do you think that you know how old they are, or why the before the 12 carat mark it has a 120? I'm not sure, but if you can write it in the comments below and let me know, because I am like at a loss when it comes to that. And then from the other vendor, it wasn't that many things. I did ended up getting some really, really cool curtains. I ended up getting curtains for the bathroom, which were $3 each, and then some really boho looking curtains at $4 each. Let me show you. I'm pretty sure I already did at some point. So this is like the curtain in half, but this is a really, really beautiful pattern. And then they're like this. I don't know if you can see, but I found 3 of them and I was like, oh, like I'm tempted to go again to this particular store like at least once a month, the secondary one, because it's further. It's like 30 minutes away, to see if I can find, you know, any more, because that was really good. So I ended up finding this hat, which I was originally wanting to cut a hole and have it for a a light that I created, but Phil was like, no. And then I put it on and he's like, what were you thinking? I don't know, I think it's so funny. It's kind of like heavy. I don't know, I think it's cool. Oh my gosh, but yeah, so this was $3.50, and honestly, it wasn't that great of a deal, I think, because the ones that I found, they were very similar. They were like, I don't know, $15 to $30. But I just think this is something that it will have to be someone that it's truly looking for a hat like this. I don't wear many hats, but I thought that this was really funny. And if my head wasn't as big, it might have been working out for me. I don't know. And then I found this, which I have no clue what this is for. And I keep looking for it. It is a vintage piece. They sold it to me for $2. It's like a box. So To me, it's kind of interesting. It seems like someone at some point, maybe it was, I don't know. I believe this had to be like, I don't know, because it's not a planter. There's no hole on the bottom. I don't know. And then it has this, which I have seen it for like soup containers, vintage soup containers, but I don't know. It's a really modern pattern. So I'm not sure if this is even old. The bottom kind of makes you think that it is, but it may not be. It might be a project piece for someone. So who knows? Do you know, what this is for? If so, let me know in the comments below. I don't even know what it's for. I don't know how much it's worth. I just thought that it was, very earthy, and it was a good price. $2, you can't beat it. But I honestly don't know what it's for. I figured that if I decide to grab some faux plants, I can just, put maybe a single flower or something along those lines and see what happens. Then I found this beautiful little bowl, and it's so flipping cute. It cost me $2. I thought that it was pricey for the size because it's very small. I haven't been able to find something similar. It looks like a Chinese piece. You let me know. Everything else came back as a Japanese or Chinese piece. I think most listings were saying Japanese. I'm not sure. I don't, And then when it comes to this, I noticed that it has some imperfections. And so I thought that it was really interesting. If I don't know what this is like from or where it's from. So if you know anything about this or what it could be, just let me know in the comments below. But I just thought this was so beautiful. Anything with plants, I'm like in love with, and that blue is just gorgeous. So I figured that this could be like for my rings or something like that, because I don't think I'm gonna scratch it. It has like a really thick film. Like I don't believe this is something that it's gonna scratch easily. And then I found this piece, which I can't wait to put on my wall. I'm probably going to put it over there on that wall over there where that macrame thing is. But I thought this was super cool. I could not find, it looks kind of Greek. I could not find anything similar. It's obviously for the wall. They sold it to me for $5, which I thought was super pricey for what it is. I don't think this is vintage. I don't even know. I could not find any info on it. I just thought that it was earthy looking, different, and that it would definitely go with my home. And I'm looking forward to seeing if any one of you know anything about it. I love the little leaves, the little birds everywhere. I'm so sorry, my dogs are like fighting the neighbor's dogs. They, for some reason, the neighbor's dogs, as soon as they hear mine, they just go bonkers. Nice people, but the dogs are like not getting along, sadly. Then I think this was like the best find on that second store, because I found two, I think these are wrought iron figurines. Each one was $3 each. So I did find some listings on this, at least for this one, and it's selling online for, much more than $3. So I thought that this was a really good find, and I'm really interested to see if I can find some information on this particular one. So I'm interested to see if I can find some information on this second one. I think it's really beautiful and it's so unique. I definitely want to like put something together with them and maybe put this particular vase with them. I'm not sure yet, but I just think that when it comes to these were the best finds in that particular store. and no one was paying attention to them. They are missing a piece. If you notice in their hands, they're both missing something. There's a little like hole. Um, and there is a vendor online that does have the particular piece that it's needed. So they're the ones with it, with the whole shenanigans, it's almost like $200 per, but because of missing that item, it's like 69 and up. But I just thought it was like wonderful. And then the last two items. So I found this particular vase, which that second place was a little pricier. And so I found this for $5. This is what it has on the bottom. I'm not sure what the 7726 stands for, and I couldn't find anything similar to this. I did think that this was beautiful. I do love having fresh flowers at home, so I feel like depending on which type of flowers I get from either Phil or Rachel, this might be like ideal for them, because sometimes I spread them around. And then last but not least, this did not have a really big market value, but I found this particular bowls, which I think are super cute. They were $1.50 each. This is the who made them. And so I found the pair and I thought, you know what, let me get it, because sometimes when I want to snack on something before eating or anything like that, I do use smaller bowls to kind of like, because you fill them up and it's just so much better for your mind mentally, because you're like, I'm eating a full bowl, even though it's like super tiny. It might be like a cup worth. I don't know. So yeah, so this is pretty much everything I purchased on those two vintage stores. I know that this was a lot to unload. I can't wait to know your thoughts. If you know anything regarding the pieces that I just show you, please, 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 please let me know your guidance, because I would love to know more about each item. And let me know if you think that I ended up having a good deal. When it comes to all the items that I show you from the very, very first store, some of the items were sold even cheaper. I left with like 5 full bags for like 65.50, and that was incredible. And that's without counting that I did not show you the bag of clothes and like belts and things that Rachel ended up getting, but it was a good deal. I can't remember how much I spent on the second store. I think it was like 50 something dollars. So it, overall, I did spend more than I would like to, but it was, after all, like a really good deal. And I'm really happy that, you guys ended up, you know, being patient with me. If you watched all the way till now, please place a doggy emoji, especially if you heard my puppies throughout this video. I do want to thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Let me know if you have a place around you that you decide on getting vintage items, and if so, what you aim for. So thank you again, and until next time, bye.